the Inflation Reduction Act, can people expect a bill to have an impact of something as pernicious as inflation quickly in a matter of months?
Well, you have to get started, yes. I mean, the fact is that inflation has many causes, and we have some of them piling up at once. Some are good. That is to say, when you have high employment, low unemployment, and increased wages, even though not keeping up with inflation, you will have a level of inflation. I've said before here, my first hearing with the chairman of the Fed when I was a brand new member of Congress, nose to nose with him as the most minor person on the committee, and he said unemployment is dangerously low. Oh, really? How could that be? Well, in relationship to what it does to inflation. So the president, to his credit, under his leadership, 8 million jobs, private sector included, everybody participating, but under his leadership, 8 million, now 9 million jobs created, unemployment cut in half. So that's one. And we don't want to trade jobs. We're glad about those jobs and that unemployment rate. Secondly, we have COVID, and we have the supply chain challenges that increase cost and therefore increase lower supply, increase cost, and therefore increase. We have a war in Ukraine that has increased Putin's price at the pump, and so you have a lot of things coming together at once. That is not to say, and you have corporate America exploiting the taxpayer. I mean, the consumer. The consumer. We've talked about that, whether it's the food industry, the price at the pump, and whether it's shipping cost and the rest that increase inflation. So there are a lot of reasons that have taken that we're here, but rather than talk about that, we talk about what we want to do about it. And what we want to do about it is lower cost. As you see, inflation was zero for the past month, zero increase. Now you see the price at the pump is coming down. We hope it will continue to do that. We must ensure that it does. We passed legislation to reduce the cost of food. So we are, when you say pernicious, I agree with you, but we have to act upon it. And this legislation, as the economist said and the Nobel laureate said, will help with fighting inflation.